In this video, we're going to find out which shell is the best come turkey season. Stay tuned to find out. In this video today, we're going to be shooting a Mossberg 835 pump action shotgun. On top of it, we've got a Burris Fastfire 3 scope mounted on top of it. We're also shooting a Kix choke tube. The shot we're going to be testing first is the Winchester Super X turkey load. It's a 12 gauge, it's a 3-inch shell. Our velocity sits at 1210 and it's a 4-shot. So interested to see how these perform today, and let's get her loaded. Alright, we got our hearing protection on. Let's get this first round through the shotgun and we're going to clean it once we're done after each shot. Turn on the red dot. There's the first shot. Let's go see how it did. Overall, kind of what we were figuring. Looks like it had some nicks here and there. Maybe enough to kill a turkey. This is all at 30 yards. But overall, I'm not too impressed with this pattern. Looks like we might have hit off to the left a little bit, but even still, at 30 yards, I want to be killing the turkey. And this isn't the case, so let's get the other shot loaded up and we'll see how it shoots. Next up, we're going to be shooting the Winchester Double X 12 gauge. It's a 3.5-inch shell. Velocity's 1300 and they're 5 shots, so probably a little bit more of a punch here, a little bit more pellets with a 3.5-inch shell. We'll see how it ends up going and we'll send some lead downwind. Alright, so we cleaned the gun after shot number 1. Here goes shot number 2. This is the first 3.5-inch shot that we've got going in. And let's see how this one shoots. Assuming to hit a little bit harder with the bigger shot. A little bigger shell, and we got more smaller shots, so see how it ends up shooting here. A lot more kick, you can definitely tell from how the target reacted that it hit a lot harder. So let's go take a look at that and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so initial reaction, how it hit a lot harder, as we can tell. Still shooting over to the left a touch. Overall, pretty impressed with how hard it hit at that distance. So we'll test the other 2 federals out, and then we might adjust the scope a little bit, just depending on how they shoot. Overall, pretty happy with how that patterned at 30 yards. Now we're going to be shooting the Federal TSS. This is the 5, 6, and 7 shot. They're 3.5-inch shells. Let's get these loaded and see how they do. A lot more kick on those TSS. If I didn't have this lead sled, it'd hurt my shoulder a lot more than what it already does. So let's go and we'll see how it ended up turning out. Overall, checking out this TSS, looks like we absolutely smoked this target. Got some good penetration here all throughout. Definitely a dead turkey. Looks like we're still shooting a touch to the left, so we might adjust that before the next shot. But overall, a lot of pellets hitting downwind. It is the 5, 6, and 7 shot, so that's where you can kind of see these various different bullet BB holes. So let's get back down and test her out. Now we're going to be shooting the Federal TSS. This is the 9 shot. They're 3.5-inch shells. These are the shells that I've been using now for the past couple of years. Hits the turkey hard, hits them from far. So let's give these a shot and see how they do. give her a go. I expect to have a lot more pellets hit this target. With this 9-shot and packed into that 3.5-inch shell, expect to have some good shot. You blew the target over, so I'm assuming it hit it pretty hard. Let's go down and check it out. So we knocked the target over. See how we ended up hitting. Hit it pretty hard from 30 yards. As we can see, I'd say we're about dead center here. We packed a punch. We might be a touch to the right just based on how many pellets we got here, but overall seems like it hit it pretty hard. So that's what we're going to conclude for the test at 30 yards. I'm going to shoot that 9-shot again at about 80 yards just to give you guys the perspective of how far it can really shoot. But overall, one thing that I'm a firm believer in is that this TSS will put them birds down from far away. So right now we've got the target set up at 70 yards. So we're going to give her a shot and see how it goes. Alright, now we're going to be testing the TSS 9-shot again, but this time we've got our target pushed out to 80 yards. So let's see how it goes. Go see how it went. Well, let's see how it did. Say we have pretty close to a dead bird at 80 yards. We've got some good hits, kind of sporadic, but we've got some nicks here and there. Really pelted the bird down low a little bit, maybe aim a little bit higher if we were shooting at a bird, but overall I'd say that'd kill a bird. So overall I would have to say that the Federal TSS 9-shot shot the best out of all of them. I'll be popping some pictures up on the screen just showing how each target hit at each yardage. Overall at 80 yards, that TSS 9-shot I felt like had enough pellets in the grouping to kill a turkey at 80 yards, which is very impressive, especially when many of us, like myself, have had birds hang up on us at 60, 70 yards that we could ultimately killed if we had the better shot. Now it is a little bit more expensive to go the TSS route, but overall, if you're killing more birds at 60, 70 yards than not having any birds, it's covering your tag at the very least. So overall, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment, subscribe, and like the video. Please let me know if you guys have any suggestions for future videos, and I'll catch you on the next one.